John star, and this star is best seen through a 17th century Galilean telescope because it's Marty Smith in Italy, Rome, with the Michigan Wolverines football team.
You like it? That's some redneck engineering right there, boys.
A win in Rome.
This is not a scooter, this is a Vespa. I'm Marty Smith at the Roman Coliseum. Oh, we almost hit somebody, look out.
Are you not entertained?
That's the Vatican. Pope's up in there.
One more guy I want to bring up here. Marty Smith, let's give him a round of applause. You are first class, quality young men, and we are better men for having spent the time we got to spend with you. We're gonna break it down Italian style. On three, Forza Blue. 1, 2, 3, Forza Blue.
I used to want to be Reese Davis when I grew up. Now I want to be Marty Smith. SportsCenter's top plays, number 10, Fred. North Hall baseball, Dylan Lavender giving chase. Oh!
Careful.
We got the ball.
All right.
We also,
Oh, good.
hello, making out with the wall.
I have the Ontario Basketball Association package,
Right.
The DirecTV. I'm watching my girl, Leticia Alma here, and she's cramming it home. Leticia, all right, play hockey.
Number 8, Ultimate Disc League action. I call that the Frisbee. Ryan Schoenrock laying out. Oh,
Goodness, what a play.
nabs that before it hits the ground. Because gravity is cruel. You want to talk about a saucy pass, right? Did that one in the early on in that game for the
Is that a drone or a jib?
Ducks, but that was excellent. And you can bring dogs on the sideline.
I always tell Jackson Ray, first shot. Kinzer, Eagle, forced the playoff. They'll finish on Monday. SportsCenter in the morning will have the highlights.
Number 6, Everton Chelsea. That's Pedro. Just Pedro. That's all we're calling him. Left footer. Got it. Pete, nice work. Chelsea wins 3-0.
Connor McDavid.
Oh, saucy.
Enjoy. Whoop! Whoop! McFilthy McNasty, all rolled up into one. He goes top shelf where Mama hides the Thin Mints. Oilers would lose, though, 6-3.
Love the nod to the schwa. ACC lacrosse tournament, UNC Notre Dame. Timmy Kelly, who is not Tommy.
Tommy McGonigal
No.
and Timmy Kelly.
Timmy Kelly, different guy. Same neighborhood, though.
Both loses.
UNC claims its 13th conference championship in school history.
Timmy's okay. Angels, Rangers. Cole Calhoun has a hose. Carlos Gomez thinks he's going to score. Cole says you'll get nothing and like it. How about a lump of old Cole? Halos win 5-2. They're playing pretty good baseball. Had a pretty good April.
Number 2. SEC baseball, 8th ranked Florida against the Dogs. Michael Curry back up the box. Look at Dalton Guthrie. That kid's earning his scholarship, isn't he? Quick on the seat of his pants. Little hopper. Got him. Gators won 4-3. Chop, chop.
It's going to be May, and it's going to be the number 1 play, the final number 1 play from the month of April. Camilo Sanvezo from 51.5 yards. Oh, he goes top shelf. Upper 90.
The keeper wasn't brilliant on this play.
Retaro, that's unsavable, John. That's unsavable. Unless you had a selfie stick.
From the moment you see it, it commands your respect. You can feel its immense power. The only way to master it is to venture inside. Go ahead, dive in. The GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Step up to GMC with 16% below MSRP on select 2017 Sierra 1500 Crew Cab vehicles in stock. That's over $9,000 on this Sierra.
This piece is so you. I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
This piece is so you. I saw it and I was like, have to have it.
From renter's insurance to rewards credit cards, State Farm is here to help life go right.
Papa John's double play, 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for only $6.99 each.
A deal so big it needs a replay.
Double better ingredients means double better pizza.
Papa John's double play, 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $6.99 each.
Papa John's.
I'm hyped.
A very special guest.
My boy is hyped.
And the one and only.
Everybody's hyped.
The man that needs no introduction.
Kick that music. Come on.
Conor McGregor keeps telling everybody he wants to fight. Let's make it happen.
Come on.
There are 100 million plus reasons
why the fight will happen.
I'm undefeated, never lost.
Something is wrong with you.
The debate starts here. First Take, weekdays at 10 on ESPN.
Whether you work hard or play harder, now is the time to buy a new Polaris. Every ATV and side-by-side in the world's best-selling lineup is priced to move during the Polaris Spring Sales Event. Get started at Polaris.com.
When you booked this trip, you didn't know we had over 26,000 local activities listed on our app, or that you could book them right from your phone. A few weeks ago, you still didn't know if you were going to go. Now the only thing you don't know is why it took you so long to come here. Expedia. Everything in one place so you can travel the world better.
Whether you work hard or play harder, now is the time to buy a new Polaris. Every ATV and side-by-side in the world's best-selling lineup is priced to move during the Polaris Spring Sales Event. Get started at Polaris.com.
A good enough dinner.
Hey, should I heat up some nuggets for us?
Isn't good or enough.
No, it's a plated night.
Yes.
So let's plan for great. We'll start with Plated.com. Plated delivers everything you need to cook great dinners at home. Whether you're a food-loving family or an adventurous duo, all the shopping and measuring is done for you. So all you do is follow the simple step-by-step recipes. Each week, you get to choose from fresh takes on classic dishes to culinary creations you never dreamed you could make, including dessert. So gather around the table and enjoy seasonally inspired dinners. It's fun. It's easy. Otherwise, it wouldn't be great. Go to Plated.com now and plan on getting your free Plated night. Our gift just for trying Plated. Plated nights will be your greatest nights. Plan on a free Plated night at Plated.com. Don't settle for good. Plan for great.
SportsCenter, brought to you by Hennessy. Never stop. Never settle. Please drink responsibly.
Check out this story. Women's softball, Boston College, NC State. Senior Day and Back the Blue Day. More than 100 officers showed up to back BC senior Tatiana Cortez, whose father Ronnie was shot in the line of duty in Houston earlier this year. He can't attend in the hospital, but the BC Police Association donates $2,000 to the family. Trailing 6-5, bottom of the seventh, Cortez steps up with a runner on, and it's a walk-off home run to right to win the game. Her second home run of the day, mobbed at home plate. What a story. She should be America's star.
I mean, if you're going to write a script, that's exactly what you do right there.
Holy shnikes. But Anthony Rendon.
He's America's star. I guess the 6 hits and 3 homers and 10 RBIs is worth it.
Yeah. Here's how he did it.
Like, yeah.
This is SportsCenter.
How would you like to be Babe Ruth for a day? Anthony Rendon of the Nats was incredible against the Mets. Third inning, he's already got a couple of ribs, and Sean Gilmartin serves him up a fat one, and he pounds it. Rendon, first homer of the season, 3 ribs on the day. Right there, he's earned his post-game spread, but no. In the fourth with 2 on, he crushes another one. Left center, that's clearing the fence. 3-run homer. We got 2 homers, 6 ribs, and 3 at-bats. He had a bases-clearing double in the 5th, and then with 9 RBIs, he's got 1 more at-bat coming.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a long drive. Deep left field. Way back. This ball is gone. Goodbye. Gone. Goodbye. 6 for 6 in the game for Rendon. He's hit 3 home runs in the game. 10 runs batted in. Unbelievable.
You don't like talking about yourself, but I'm going to have to do this to you. You went 6 for 6 with 3 homers and 10 RBI today. How do you react to that?
Our pitching was, just amazing. They kept them down to 5 runs, so as long as we scored 6, all we had to do was win.
Can I do anything to get you to comment on your offensive day today?
No.
Yeah, they scored 23. He was 4 hits shy of a double-double. Anthony Rendon entered today an anemic slugging percentage, just 2 extra base hits all season. Hadn't hit a homer, 3 of them on Sunday. Drove in a franchise record 10 runs. He had just 5 RBI all season entering. And then he raised his slugging percentage from .250 to .411. Of course, 3 homers and double, that'll do that in a hurry.
Capital gains tax, watch out.
SportsCenter's on TV now. That's John B. I am John A. Appreciate you having us. And now we have news on players who did not crank 3 home runs or drive in 10, which by my count was every player in the NBA.
That is true. Jazz and Clippers both for 51 and 31 during the regular season. No surprise, this 4-5 game matchup would go right down to a Game 7. In Los Angeles, Chris Paul's never been to a conference final. Rudy Gobert, he was in foul trouble early and often. Didn't play much. Early second, Jazz lead. And here we go again. Gobert, 3rd personal foul. Got 2 really early, done for a while. Then got a 3rd, done for a while. So he played just 5 minutes in the first half. But Derek Favors, huge in his stead. Lays that one up and in. George Hill. Come on. Nope, but guess who? Favors. Hey, can you do me a favors?
Several.
Bounce. Good arc. 10 points, 9 rebounds off the bench in place of Gobert in the first half. 3rd quarter now. You see Utah's up by 8. Paul tries to draw the foul. Boris Diaw the other way. Jazz by 10. 2 minutes later, down by 12. This thing is starting to slip away. Paul did not shoot well on Sunday. In transition, here comes Big Boris. Yes, and 1. Jazz by 15. Gordon Hayward not shooting particularly well, yet they keep extending their lead. Paul 6 of 19 from the floor, 13 points. Final midway through the 3rd, Paul, that's an air ball. There's Paul Pierce fighting for it. Shot clock violation. Now the 3rd quarter's winding down. Clippers all around. Johnson finds the cutting Rodney Hood. Watch it again. They have Joe Johnson surrounded. This is bad, real bad. Joe Johnson. Hood. Austin Rivers watching Johnson. Hood cutting, and there it is. Quinn Snyder, well done. Paul Pierce, that's it for him. Walks off the floor for the final time. Clippers lose Game 7.
You know, it feels real good. You know, I was struggling a lot this season with injuries, and you know, my teammates had to, you know, hold it down for me while I was out. But you know, I felt like I owed them, especially in this game. You know, I just wanted to come out, be aggressive, make sure I had their backs. When Rudy got in foul trouble, you know, I had to make sure I was ready mentally and physically, and you know, I just wanted to, you know, just pay them back for holding me down all season.
Salt Lake has been blessed with just a tradition of playoff success. So for them to stick with me and stick with Fave and ride it out, it means a lot. And I know they're going to be excited to have us come back and play again in front of them, and it means a lot for me to play in front of them.
Chris Paul, 76 career playoff games without a conference final. That's most in NBA history. Resounding statement by the Jazz to close out the series. They win by 13, their largest margin of victory ever in a clincher on the road in the playoffs. They improved to 2-2 on the road in Game 7s. Game 1 of their Western Conference semifinal game is Tuesday against Golden State. Meanwhile, the Clippers, what went wrong?
Listen, they beat us. I'm not... You know, not having Blake obviously is a major wound when, you know, you take your best scorer, your second best rebounder, your second best passer off a team. But give Utah credit. I mean, they won the series. They won the series, and I think they should get the congratulations, and there's no excuses. We lost.
What do you think the team needs to do in order to get over the hump next year?
Luckily, that's not my job. You know what I mean? That's not my job.
Hey, Chris, I feel obligated to at least ask, have you given any consideration to your early termination option?
No, I haven't. We just lost probably like 20 minutes ago.
Hey, Doc, what's your outlook on this core group staying together moving forward?
We'll figure that one out. You know, I'm thinking about the loss today instead of the summer. I'm sure everyone will have their own suggestions. You know, we've been reading about our obituary for about 3 months now, so I'm sure everyone will have that.
Clippers led 2-1 in the series. First team NBA history blow a series lead in 5 straight postseasons. All right, so here's the deal. J.J. Redick, a free agent. Chris Paul, Blake Griffin have player options. A few potential free agents, Millsap, Hayward of the Jazz, Kyle Lowry, each have player options as well. they'll often become free agents and get the guaranteed cake at the end. Steph Curry does not have a player option.
Smile, you just won Game 1 of the Celtics-Wizards series. And in this one, Isaiah Thomas got turned into a jack-o'-lantern. Let's sink our tooth into it, huh? Start of the conference semis. Washington at Boston. Isaiah Thomas, all right at shoot-around, and then this.
I was going for a steal, and I think it was Porter. His elbow just hit me, and he came out. I mean, I've taken 1,000 hits like that, and my tooth never came out. I've always had teammates that I've always clowned them about their tooth being out. Now I'm one of them, so hopefully we can replace it as soon as possible.
I couldn't even take him serious when he was talking to me.
Spitting blood?
No, I don't know what. I don't even know what happened.
I know,
You just started talking, and I said, tooth, bro? Yeah, wrong sport.
Had the tooth removed without permission. Then he went and got it because, you know, the tooth fairy, front tooth, that's a lot of money. And perhaps they're going to try and stick that sucker back in there on Monday. Thomas played well, even with the gap in his grill, hit the three-pointer there, and then knocks down another three. Coach Brad Stevens on his toothless star.
You good? What happened? Hey, you know what? You're 2 for 2 since it happened.
Do you think Isaiah is better without a tooth?
I do. I do. He looks a little tougher. I like it.
There he is, smile. You see that? Butch, he is one shiner away from being a hockey player. That's all he needs. And then they would call it a lower body injury.
Yeah, many a tooth has been dislodged in Boston, but it usually involves a Boston Bruin or some dude in the schoolyard who got lippy with my boy Tommy McGonigal, called his mother a name I can't repeat here, and Tommy went 5-finger death punch to the loser's nose. That's it.
Yeah, my dentist anxiety, so irrational that every 6 months, I literally would rather drive a meat thermometer in my ear with a ball-peen hammer than sit in his chair. So if I'm Isaiah, I keep the lisp and the tough guy look. As for the outcome of the game, and those with a full set of chiclets, there's Thomas right there. Thomas, no look path and thigh to Marcus Smart. Thomas, one more time, gonna drive in there. Look at this, Butchie, reverse layup.
A great thought.
Thomas, great. One more time. Thomas finished with 33 points, 9 assists, 31 of 32 of his adult teeth. In the second quarter, Markieff Morris makes a jumper, but he comes down on Al Horford's foot. I mean, if you've been to the Y once and had that happen, you know, talk about pain. That really, yeah, it hurts. Stayed on the floor for a moment, eventually walks off under his own power, diagnosed a sprained left ankle, would not return. The C's, they did come back from 14 down after the first, and they did it with Al Horford doing everything. Perfect pass to Kelly Olynyk, and then he dunks one home, and after Jay Crowder misses, Horford's there to clean it up. Rebound, put it back. 21 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. That is one shy of the triple-double. Celts tie a franchise postseason record, 19 threes. Jay Crowder led the way with 6 of them. They were 19 of 39 from behind the arc. Thomas, three-pointer. Look at that. You're at home. Members bounce. You like to see that. Al Horford even had one. 1 for 3. Little set shot, but that finds the bottom. Boston outscoring the Wiz 71-42 across the second and third quarters. So that's where the game got away. Avery Bradley. Can I get a heat check, please? Celtics win game 1, 123-111. Afterwards, Thomas winning, but still hurting a little bit.
Basketball, when I'm on the court, it just keeps me going. So I do everything for my sister now, and that's all I can do.
What he's been able to do is, I think you used the word unfathomable, and I stick with that. I can't imagine being able to do it myself if I were in the same situation, and it's an incredible, he's incredible.
I got in at 4 in the morning, so I mean, it was, tried to get as much sleep as I can on the flight, and then when I got home this morning, but I mean, it was tough, but it's the playoffs, there's no excuses. I decided to play, and I just tried to give it all I got for my team, and we came out with the win.
Thomas speaking about returning from Washington and his sister's funeral this weekend. Winning game 1, generally never a bad thing. For the Celtics, it bodes particularly well. In the last 10 postseasons, they have won the first game of the playoff series 9 times, and each of the previous 8 we're winning and we're advancing. Moving on.
26-year-old Anthony Rendon, Lamar High School, Houston, Texas, and on the Rice University, 6th overall pick, 2011 draft, had one of the best offensive days in baseball history on Sunday, doing something only 12 others have ever done. It began with just a little single to left, plating 2 against Noah Syndergaard and the Mets. The Nationals, who have had a good offense this year, take a 3-1 lead. They've scored at least 15 twice entering this game. Bottom 3, Nats up 5-3, picking apples, making pies. That's a home run, his first of the year. Got to get Anthony going, especially with Adam Eaton out now. Got to lengthen that lineup. Breaking ball, and he squares that one up for his second home run of the game. Goodbye. Bottom of the 5th. Bases loaded. Rendon up again. 10-5. Cranks that one to right center. It's traveling, not quite enough. High off the wall, off that Pirate Marlins score. 4th hit, 9 RBIs so far in the game to the 7th. Rendon up again.
Just trying to hit it hard somewhere. Director Cruz summoning a triple here.
Runner on second. It's 15-5 now. Game no longer in doubt. That's a base hit. Murphy doesn't score. Not going to be real aggressive up by 10. Normally he might score there. Cost him an RBI perhaps. It's now 22-5. Bottom 8, Rendon against Kevin Plawecki. He's a catcher normally. Saves some arms, and Rendon takes advantage. His 6th hit. 6 for 6. 3 home runs. 10 RBIs. Second player ever to do that. Dusty Baker, the skipper. You ever see something like that?
Well, I can take you from 240 to 280 in a hurry, especially this early in the season. And, you know, it couldn't happen to a finer guy. I think last year he had 1 home run and maybe 1 RBI the whole month. But he finished extremely strong this month in April.
Yeah, from 226 to 278, Dusty. What a day. First player ever with 10 RBIs in a 6 for 6 game with at least 3 homers. Only 3 other players have gone at least 6 for 6 in a game with at least 3 homers. Sean Green against Anderson's Brewers, but he had just 7 RBIs, 3 fewer than Rendon did on Sunday. 1999, Edgardo Alfonso did it in August against the Astros that year. Also didn't come close to matching the RBI total. He had 5. And the 4th player, go back to Ty Cobb, 1925 against the St. Louis Browns. 3 homers, 6 for 6. He had 5 RBIs that day.
Yankees 15-7. It's tops in the AL entering Sunday. Game ahead of Baltimore in the East. Still early, though, on the old refrigerator magnet schedule. Bottom 9, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Yanks down 2. Darren O'Day tries to pick off Starlin Castro at second. Throw goes into center field. O'Day called for a balk, and Buck Showalter comes out to argue the call. We look at it again. Here's it, perhaps that is a correct call, but Buck maintains that's O'Day's normal move. That's his motion. And Stu Shearwater, the umpire, inexperienced, didn't recognize it, but kept arguing to no avail. In fact, he got an early shower. Go, you've been bad. Chase Headley would walk, loads the bases. Johnny Hart comes in, and Didi Gregorius knocks a little single through the gap there. And guess what? We're tied as 2 runs score. Not getting the out of third, and we go to extras. Now, curious choice of first baseman for the Yankees here. Yanks have relief pitcher Brian Mitchell stay in the game at first base. Skipper Joe Girardi, he will explain this to those of us less seasoned in the game than he is.
It's a unique portion of the game where I'm short on pitchers. I got a strikeout pitcher on the mound that I feel good about. And this way, you know, the chances of handling a ball are probably not too good. Now, if you got a ground ball pitcher and they got a bunch of left-handers coming up, it's probably a different story.
I like it. I love that decision. I'm on board. Let's be aggressive. First batter up, Mitchell's at first, Wellington Castillo, and look up. Pops up, Mitchell, foul ground, can't make the play. Upset about it, Aroldis Chapman, he gets a chuckle, that's fine. Later in the inning, Jonathan Scope Mitchell's got that one. He just still look a little
He's a full-grown man. You should be able to catch up.
He did look a little uneasy, but afterwards, look at 5-5. You get after it. High fives for him. Now we're back in as a pitcher. Here's where we're making our steak every day. Orioles runners on first and second, and Mark Trumbo single to center. Scores Joey Rickard. Mitchell would get the loss. The Orioles, now they're even up with the Yanks, 15-8 apiece, win it by a count of 7-4. Matt Holliday, another homer.
Chris Paul and the Clippers sent packing in the first round for the second straight year. And so was the truth. Michael Wilbon joins TV's John Anderson next on SportsCenter. Discover card.
I'm not a customer, but I'm calling about that credit scorecard. Give it?
Sure, it's free for everyone.
Oh, well, that's nice.
And checking your score won't hurt your credit.
Oh! I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you.
Free at discover.com/credit scorecard, even if you're not a customer.
This piece is so you. I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
This piece is so you. I saw it and I was like, have to have it.
From renter's insurance to rewards credit cards, State Farm is here to help life go right.
First, they're sharp blades, then shielding lubrication and cooling. Brr. With lubrication before and after the blades. Shields and cools while you shave. Pro Shield Chill from Gillette.
Look closely. Hidden in every swing, every chip, and every putt is data that can make the difference between winning and losing. The Microsoft Cloud helps the PGA Tour turn countless points of data into insights that transform their business and will enhance the game for players and fans.
The Microsoft Cloud turns information into insight.
$5 for a large, hot and ready classic every day? Not just Monday through Thursday? Do I have to buy 2 or more items?
Nope.
Let me read the fine print. Oh, my. That is very fine.
Get a large hot and ready classic for just $5 every single day. Little Caesars, world's easiest way to pizza.
Pizza, pizza. Attention Yards of America. Now you have a holiday too. Toro Days at the Home Depot with the lowest prices of the year on the latest Toro mowers, trimmers, blowers, and more. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
For over 140 years, more people have chosen ADT to stop break-ins than anyone else. Because when you focus on one thing for 140 years, you do it right. ADT, always there.
Hi, thanks for coming. This year, Chevy received more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other car brand.
I'm very, very impressed.
Did I mention they received more of them last year, too?
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
And the year before that. And the year before that.
So it keeps going.
In fact, Chevy has received more J.D. Power Awards for initial quality than any other car company, 4 years in a row.
I am speechless. Impressive. Chevy, stepping up their game.
You know 7-Up goes great with punch, but try mixing it with fresh cut fruit and sangria. It's the perfect drink for when you go raving in the desert. Like that time you told your wife you were at the regional sales conference.
Wait, what?
Remember, last March with Steve? Or use it to make a white wine spritzer, perfect for hanging out with 2 Chainz.
I love your rap music.
I have a helicopter.
Ooh.
We should be going.
You don't like boats?
I like boats, and I love all these 7-Up mixed drinks. 7-Up, mix it up a little.
The NBA playoffs continue Thursday on ESPN.
I'm thinking about the loss and how disappointing it was for us and the fans.
There is a stunned silence here in Staples Center.
We obviously came to play. I didn't think we played very well.
A little melancholy on hand here.
Listen, they beat us. They won the series, and I think they should get the congratulations, and there's no excuses. We lost.
The Utah Jazz will close out the Los Angeles Clippers.
It is what it is.
Clips can't close. Since 2013, in every playoff series that ultimately ended their season, Clippers at least had the lead at some point in the series. Led the Jazz 2-1 in this one, crushed in Game 7. A year ago, LA led the Trailblazers 2-0 in the first round, dropped the next 4. 2015, conference semis against the Rockets, famously the 19-point meltdown in Game 7. Ditto 2014 against the Thunder, 2013 against the Grizzlies. Michael Wilbon with us now on SportsCenter. He's actually spent more time on the court at the Staples Center here on Sunday than Rudy Gobert did, but he's not tired. He's still sticking with us. Michael, this is just observing on the TV. This is a home game for the Clippers. It's Game 7. It didn't look like maybe it was a random Wednesday in February. What was it like inside the building?
Like a random Wednesday in February, John. I asked Hubie Brown as he was leaving the game cast, I said, Hubie, where was the energy? Hubie was calling this game, and I think he questioned that a couple times during the game. And I guess the only thing, the conclusion you can draw, John, to some extent, is they were tired. Doc Rivers already said that about Chris Paul, that he got tired late, also tweaked an ankle. But where, their rotation was short. There's no Blake Griffin, we know. They were tired, but they started the game that way. They led the game twice by 1 point each time. It did not resemble anything I think that most of us expected to see this particular Game 7 in Staples.
The popular narrative after every Clippers season seems to be we should tear down this team, overhaul the roster. Generally, that's a knee-jerk reaction, but when you've seen this movie so many times, really, what's the future with the Clippers? Where should we take this?
Wow. I mean, you know what? There are few teams that don't get close to a championship over which there's so much debate about what people should do. And rarely is a team that doesn't get anywhere near this close talked about in terms of keeping it together. And my question / answer is why? Why would you keep them together? We've seen this movie, as you suggested, several times. The loss, blowing a 3-1 lead to Houston when they should have been the Clippers in the next series against Golden State. We've seen them blow a series lead 5 consecutive years with or without their 2 best players. What's the point of keeping it together? It seems so much less than the sum of the parts.
I want to properly love up the Utah Jazz. They won a Game 7 on the road. Great for them. Really nice work. We've seen what the Clippers have had for the Warriors the last couple of years. It's nothing. So might I be more entertained by the Jazz going to Golden State? Sure. But do they have anything for the Dubs?
It's hard for me to make the case that the Jazz are going to somehow drag this out into a long series of 6 games or 7 games. It's hard to see. Even if Hayward comes out of it, even if he has a much better series, much better games against the Warriors than we're accustomed to seeing, even if Joe Johnson continues to bathe in the fountain of youth on off days. Remember, you know what happens, John? When the teams that win early, the higher seeds, and have a week off, we tend to go, oh, wait a minute. We have these imaginary flaws. The Warriors are great, and they're going to remind us of it probably sometime midway through Game 1 how great they are, and I think this is going to be a short series.
All right, so we're going to say it's still the Warriors show, and Utah is a nice special guest star this time when we see it around. Michael Wilbon, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, John.
Circus ran away to join him. He is the most interesting analyst in the world. Staples Center closed. No Lakers, no Kings.
Nothing. It's empty.
No
It's a ghost town, right? ESPN down there, ghost town.
In case they lost, we take out the comma, and they would have been well done, Duck.
I was thinking not done, Duck.
Instead, well done, Duck. Connor McDavid, Barry, he was 19 when the season started. Now he's 20. He led the league in points per game, 1.22. If I had to vote, I would vote him for MVP. I understand Crosby was awesome.
I would, too.
But to carry this franchise to the playoffs, and he scored a goal Sunday that they'll be talking about for a while.
Yeah, there's a couple more surprises yet out of McDavid. He's not having the terrible series that people are writing about. His team's playing great, and the people playing with him are racking up tons of points.
What a dime from Ryan Getzlaf to Ricard Raquel here, Barry. What a pass!
Set play. Unbelievable pass, right on the tape. It's like a quarterback throwing to a wide receiver going down the field. You got to lead him just perfectly. And, oh, by the way, Raquel hasn't been scoring consistently, so that's good news for the Ducks also.
Young team, Barry, 35 seconds in already down. Now it's 2-0. The Ducks looking for more. Look at that twisted wrister from Getzlaf.
I don't know what Darnell Nurse is doing here, racking it around there. Getzlaf smelled that out like moldy cheese.
Ooh.
He goes in there, and speaking of moldy cheese, right up under the bar. You think these guys, oh, the heads are shaking, man. That's not good. That's not good.
All right, 3-1. Now we need the next one. And we're going to get the next one.
Yeah, John Gibson does not see this puck. It goes in front, it hits a skate, goes right up in the air.
Slepyshev.
He knows it's above his head, but he can't pick it up, and it ends up going off him into the net. And you're right, Slepyshev got the goal right there. So Edmonton's right back in it.
We've been waiting for the Connor McDavid moment.
Whoa!
And here it is. Snap! Thin mints!
Well, John Anderson said, what would we like to be Babe Ruth for a day? What would we like to be Wayne Gretzky for a day? You just saw it right there. That's a Gretzky move, pulls it back on his forehand, goes in with that quick wrist shot, up over the left shoulder. Perfect shot, perfect move, perfect die right now.
3-3 game, looking to go up 3-0, but Barry Cam Talbot's been good, but Chris Wagner's shot gets by him.
I guess it was due. That's a goal that he has to stop. We talked about all the other goaltenders that have been struggling. Gibson's been struggling at the other end, but that save's got to be made in a game like that.
John Gibson, Western Pennsylvania product. He's real talented, Barry.
Once it was 3-3, he really closed the door and made some spectacular saves. Edmonton really kept going at him. Breakaways, 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, outnumbered chances, great scoring chances, and he really closed the door. I thought he played great the rest of that game, and really was the main reason it ended up being a win for the Ducks, because the Edmonton Oilers had many chances to tie that up or win that game in regulation.
He's an elite young goaltender, so now 2-1. The pressure is now on Edmonton in Game 4. They're up 2-1, but can this young team handle it against a veteran team, Getzlaf, Kessler, Perry, that's built for this?
Well, they blew a golden opportunity tonight. You had the Ducks on the ropes. The Ducks weren't playing well. John Gibson wasn't playing well. You're in your building. The place is crazy. The building's electric, and you let them off the hook. You weren't ready to play the first period. That goal right off the bat, Getzlaf pass to Raquel, that can't happen at this type of game. So these young Edmonton Oilers, all these skilled Edmonton Oilers, they got a lesson today, and it takes 4 wins to win a championship, not 2 wins to win a series. So I'm sure they'll be better in Game 4. The building's going to be unbelievable again, and they'll have a couple days to lick their wounds, but they blew a chance like that. You don't get that many chances, and they blew a golden opportunity to put the Ducks hammer down.
Barry's back later with Blues Predators and Barry's Best.
For James Conner, the waiting was indeed the hardest part. Stay tuned to see why this pick meant so much to others besides Conner.
With the 105th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select James Conner.
The debate starts here. First Take, weekdays at 10 on ESPN.
Introducing custom suits at Joseph A. Bank. Select from over 100 fine Italian fabrics. Personalized details crafted by American artisans. And the perfect fit for you. Custom suits made in the USA from Joseph A. Bank.
La Quinta presents How to Win at Business. Step 1. Point decisively with the arm of your glasses. Abracadabra, the stage is yours. Step 2. Choose La Quinta, the only hotel where you can redeem loyalty points for a free night instantly and win at business.
Why do we make grills? For being part of your life. All of your life. For taking the guesswork out of grilling. For quality beyond words. The Genesis 2 comes with GS4, Weber's new high-performance grilling engine. Why do we grill? For living life with the people that fill you with life. Weber, for life.
You could be this guy, making extra room in your all-new Chrysler Pacifica so fast with stow and go seating that you'll have more time to watch TV. Or you could be that guy who will also have more time to watch TV while in traction at the hospital. The all-new Chrysler Pacifica. Get 0% financing for 60 months or get $2,000 total cash allowance on the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica.
Crown Royal Regal Apple flavored whiskey. The smooth taste of Crown with the perfect apple finish. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you our new ESPN mascot, Baby Groot. He's really being embraced by our staff.
He's just not that cute. I mean, he looks like a dog chew toy or something. I love him.
Whatever you do, do not touch that button. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What do you think about ESPN's new mascot?
Oh, my man, Baby Groot.
Wait.
I am Groot.
If you or a loved one underwent hernia surgery between 2010 and 2016 and then suffered serious complications, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Complications associated with physomesh include chronic pain, infection, adhesions, mesh migration, reopening of the hernia, and other serious injuries. Call right now.
Call 1-800-311-3643. That's 1-800-311-3643.
Attention parents and grandparents of young children. Gerber Life is accepting applications for their affordable Grow-Up Plan. The Grow-Up Plan gives your child $10,000 in whole life insurance protection now, then doubles automatically to $20,000 later at no extra cost. Free information will be sent to parents and grandparents who call now. Help give your child a head start for just pennies a day. Don't wait. Call now for free information.
Call 1-800-679-9356. Call now.
Sunday was the 8,270th game played at Fenway Park, the most at any ballpark in Major League history. Cubs, Red Sox, Chris Bryant, there's his dad, grew up in the Boston area in Medford. Taught his son to hit since he was 5 years old, still his primary hitting coach, and he watches his son hit a home run in Fenway Park. That was Dad's dream growing up, and Mike got to see his son do it Sunday night in Fenway. Second home run of the series. He also saw him hit a home run earlier in the series. Eighth inning, bases loaded, 2-2 game. Pedro Strop, wild pitch. Marco Hernandez, who probably should have scored in the Benintendi single to right, finally does. That makes it 3-2, then it's 4-2, and then a gift from the Cubs here. Red Sox go on to win 6-2. Hanley Ramirez did homer earlier in the day. You see that's his third. Sox win by 4. Monday Night Baseball from Fenway Park. The Buck Truck makes a stop in Fenway as the Orioles come to town. Remember last time Machado slid to Dustin Pedroia, a little high slide with a spike to the leg, and then the Red Sox throw at Machado. Will everything be settled, or will there be more fireworks? Find out Monday night, ESPN.
Orange Fire burning with desire. Stroh's baseball, Dallas Keuchel throwing against the A's, former BK Comet. Sometimes, yeah, slow and steady gets it done. You don't have to hit triple digits on the gun. You get a little movement in that. Jed Lowry, 80-mile-an-hour slider, couldn't do it. Ryan Healy, same thing. He pulls a little something off this one. Throws it 79 in the dirt. Chad Pinder goes chasing. Ron McCann cleans that up. Keuchel, 5 to 6 Ks through 5 innings. Off-speed pitches. Now, even when we throw a fastball, it's not necessarily blazing.
Oh, Tommy Glavine-like.
Yep, Keuchel. Look at that, pushing 90 on the gun right there at 89. It's Healy swinging.
He reared back.
Oh,
look out.
88. Just changed, 42. Matt Joyce, looking at it, couldn't pull the trigger. You need 2 pitches. You need the one they're looking for and the one to cross them up. Keuchel, 7 2/3, 9 Ks, 3 hits, 1 earned. Astros win it.
Noah Syndergaard left his Sunday start in Washington. MRI, 7 a.m. Monday. For now, the discomfort being labeled possible lat strain. GM Sandy Alderson said the likely lat injury may or may not be related to his previous complaint, which was the bicep. Some thought they should have got an MRI right away. They didn't. Now they will. Again, early Monday morning. Time for our E-Trade. Did you know Noah Syndergaard went just an inning and a third before being removed on Sunday? It was the shortest start of his career. Entering Sunday, his shortest start was 2 1/3. Last May against the Dodgers when he was ejected for throwing at Chase Utley.
PJ Zurich Open is still open. PJ Tour's new team event. And a pair of twosomes, and then darkness fell across the land. Yeah, suspended play for 6 hours and 22 minutes. Birdies got to 23 under 17th hole, and it is getting dark. Brown just off the green, little birdie putt. Slides by. So Kisner Brown going to the last at 25 under. Cameron Smith playing with Jonas Blixt. Center cut there. 26 under. 18's a par 5, Butchie. Bang. Eagle boy name. So they're at 27. Smith, he cleans it up. He's at 27. And then again, I mean, they played late. I'd keep playing if it was me, but they didn't. Playoff first thing Monday morning.
11 months ago, James Conner was finishing chemo treatments. His comeback has inspired many, but for two families in particular, it goes much deeper than that.
How about we fill up our garden, then fill up a table? Pick from the largest collection of herbs and vegetables selected for your region. 4.5-inch Bonnie herbs and veggies, get 4 for just $12. Bon appetit. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Over 40, feeling tired, losing muscle, and even romantic drive? Man up with Ageless Male. Natural ingredients clinically shown to support energy, promote muscle, and boost free testosterone. Man up with Ageless Male.
You're a brave man, Mr. Stevens. Your testimony will save lives. Mr. Stevens, this is your new name. This is your new house and a perfectly inconspicuous SUV. You must become invisible.
I'll take my chances.
Inconsciente, a été transportée à l'hôpital.
Aí, Pedro, preciso de você na caixa, Davi, ajuda ele.
哎，对，你先把那弄上，对。
Back support. If you need it, you know it. Introducing CopperFit Back Pro for maximum lower back muscle support.
I played 20 years in the National Football League. No one took a beating like I did. As soon as I put on CopperFit, I could feel the support. This feels good.
Designed to provide everyday support and relief for lower back muscles.
I'll put it on and almost instantly it just makes it go away. It's like magic.
The support was amazing.
High-performance compression fabric infused with powerful odor-reducing copper.
Hey, I pushed this belt to the max.
Oh, no, you don't.
And it passed the test.
Once I put it on and wore it, then I saw the results.
Call 1-800-618-7780 or on the web at copperfitback.com. For only $19.99, you'll receive one lightweight back belt, form-fit for your size and comfort. Order right now, and your shipping is free.
If you want the power to stay active, then you want CopperFit.
Experience the power of CopperFit Back.
The NBA playoffs continue Thursday on ESPN.
A good enough dinner
Hey, should I heat up some nuggets for us?
isn't good or enough.
It's a plated night.
Yes.
So let's plan for great. We'll start with Plated.com. Plated delivers everything you need to cook great dinners at home. Whether you're a food-loving family or an adventurous duo, all the shopping and measuring is done for you. So all you do is follow the simple step-by-step recipes. Each week, you get to choose from fresh takes on classic dishes to culinary creations you never dreamed you could make, including dessert. So gather around the table and enjoy seasonally inspired dinners. It's fun. It's easy. Otherwise, it wouldn't be great. Go to Plated.com now and plan on getting your free Plated night. Our gift just for trying Plated. Plated nights will be your greatest nights. Plan on a free Plated night at Plated.com. Don't settle for good. Plan for great.
James Conner was not supposed to be in the NFL draft this past weekend. That was not his plan. The former Pitt running back had envisioned hearing his name called last year, but plans changed. In this week's SC feature, Tom Rinaldi shares how Conner's life-changing moment happened well before the draft and how that has impacted and inspired others along the way.
This is Essie Featured. This is the power of sports.
Just anxious, just excited, and ready for, to see if I achieve my dreams, and not just ready for a phone call, and hopefully those dreams become a reality later tonight. It's just sitting and waiting to see if, if you're in the NFL or not. So I'm not too worried about it, and I can wait as long as it takes. I know the opportunity will come, whether it's tonight, tomorrow, and somebody's getting a football player.
Among family and friends, James Conner is waiting for the phone to ring. Others, who aren't even here, are waiting too. Their stories are part of his.
Whatever happens on draft day, we can wait for that call. It's nothing compared to waiting for the call to whether or not you're going to live or die.
James Conner is dominating this game. What an effort by Conner. This kid is something else.
In his first 2 seasons for Pitt, James Conner scored 34 touchdowns and rushed for more than 2,500 yards. In 2014, he was named ACC Player of the Year over Jameis Winston. Entering the 15th season, his future seemed clear.
His plan was, I'm going to have a great year, Coach, I'm gone. And I knew that going into the season, and we were going to do everything we could to get him the ball and let him go.
Inside the 10, 5, smells the end zone, touchdown!
Those are the expectations, to have a great season, fulfill that lifelong dream of going to the NFL.
In the season opener against Youngstown State, on Conner's 8th carry, life changed. For the first time.
When they told me that I tore my MCL and I was going to be out for the season, just cried like a baby.
Rehabbing from that injury weeks later, others began to notice Conner looked different.
There was one particular day where I looked at him and I said, hey, you're taking care of yourself. His face looked swollen. He's not getting enough sleep. There's got to be something wrong.
It's like, oh my gosh, that's not him at all. Something's definitely not right.
In November, Conner went for a chest x-ray. The image was clear. The diagnosis, devastating. Hodgkin's lymphoma. Cancer. His chemo treatments began immediately.
Round 1. Every 2 weeks for 6 months, a total of 12 treatments. I really didn't know much about it, besides that it takes your hair and that it makes you tired and that you die from it.
1, 2, 3 comes with an inch. That's it.
Good job.
All right. Just breathe.
Fear is a choice. The fear of chemotherapy. The fear of dying. The fear of not playing again. You can choose to fear them, or you can choose to attack them, and that's what we did.
After his sessions, often Conner didn't go to bed.
Y'all sleep. My dog James a warrior.
He went to the gym to work, and then to the field to join his team, going through winter workouts, wearing a surgical mask to guard against infection.
Any little bit of energy I had, I was trying to make the most of it. So 4:30 a.m. team workouts, I was there working out with those guys. Anything to stay active, anything to get ready for the opener.
May 9th, Conner endured his 12th and final dose of chemotherapy.
All good.
Hello, how you doing, Doc? Really well.
2 weeks later, he got the phone call telling him he was cancer-free.
So we all good? Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. That's amazing.
James Conner, naturally today, it's his day.
Him stepping onto the football field is a miracle.
Throughout the whole battle of fighting the cancer, all that mattered to him was to run out of that tunnel one more time.
They give to Conner, stiff arm, goal line, touchdown, James Conner, and Heinz Field erupts.
He would score, then score again. Connor had 2 touchdowns in Pitt's win.
Just to see him healthy and running on the field and just happy, and it was just the best feeling ever.
Even before then, Connor's own victory over cancer had reached far beyond the field. To others facing their own battles, like Ian Malashevsky.
I'm a football player, and I came back to the field that I get all the attention, but it's other people who don't get the press, and they're no less important than I am.
Connor had met Ian, a football player and nationally recruited wrestler from his hometown, Erie, just before Pitt's season.
I was watching some of the film from his matches, and just fast, physical dude, man, and just attack mode, just slamming people, yeah, he was the real deal.
Competing in the Greco-Roman Nationals last June, Malashevsky's life changed in the opening match.
The kid kind of got behind me, and I threw like a headlock, slipped, and hit my forehead on the mat with all his weight on my back and all my weight on my neck. Usually when athletes get hurt, they stick their thumb up, and I looked down, tried to stick my thumb up, and no movement. I knew right then I was paralyzed, and I knew I had a long road ahead of me.
The neurosurgeon came to meet with us. I had asked if he would ever walk, and she said he'll be lucky if he can drive his motorized chair with his hand.
Connor would visit Ian at the hospital.
How you doing, bro? I just wanted to go over there and see him because he heard about my situation and knows everything I've been through. So I just wanted to tell him that, he'll see better days. You'll be just fine, bro. You'll be just fine. Trust me.
He'd come a day, 2-3 days a week, and they'd visit, listen to music. He'd help Ian eat. He'd help Ian drink. He'd itch Ian's face. He's a special kid.
Immediately, there was a friendship. I think he really used my struggle as fuel, and I kind of used his as motivation too, so we kind of fueled off each other. Beforehand, all I could do was blink, and now I can curl a 5-pound dumbbell. Come on, I'm not helping you. Starting to lift my arms up more. I'm starting to push my manual chair. It's coming back slowly but surely.
He motivates me because he can't wrestle no more, and he knows that. His comeback is getting feeling and moving again. I know that he can't play football anymore, and so that's one of the reasons why I play.
Connor also worked for and played for another young athlete last season.